Well, season is done. Premier League season is officially over. And I can't lie, man. I've been waiting for this. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. You know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another reaction. Manchester United won away to Brighton. Brighton 0, Man United 2. And I'm glad the season's over. Let me not lie to you. I don't think it's necessary to do any tactical breakdowns and talk about the game itself because the game itself wasn't pretty. Obviously, there's one game left next week, FA Cup final. And I'd be lying if I was sat here looking forward to the game because obviously Manchester City are champions of England for the 4th time in a row. But that's a different video. Make sure you go out and check it. Make sure you go and check it out. But yeah, I'd be lying if I was sat here saying I'm looking forward to the game because I do not. It's been a disastrous season. Our lowest finish ever. 8th with a minus... Is it -1? Yeah. 8th with a -1 goal difference. 57 goals scored, 58 conceded, 14 losses, 6 draws, 18 wins. That's not good, man. It's our worst finish ever, factually. I'm not going to sit here and try to embellish any of that, bro. I'm not going to try and sit here and embellish any of that. This is our worst season ever. Those are the facts. And yeah, to finish the season with a -1 goal difference and 8th place as Manchester United in May is a sackable offence in itself. So forgive me if I'm not here doing the positivity stuff and saying that we're going to beat Manchester City because I genuinely believe we can't. Forget all this believe and have faith and trust the team. No. Factually, the football we've been playing over the past 9 months is not good enough to beat Manchester City. It's not. So, yeah. I think the outcome will be that we lose the game and Manchester City will win the FA Cup to probably get the double. That's just me being completely honest. You guys know me already. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you guys about how I feel. So, yeah. Like I said, this is our lowest finish ever. So yeah, instead of doing a match reaction, I'm just gonna, review the season. It's been a disastrous season, man. It's been an absolute disastrous season from start to finish. It started in the most chaotic fashion with Onana doing what he did, with us conceding goals everywhere, like any sort of goal you could possibly think of, we conceded them. This was with injuries and without injuries, so I want to specify that. The reason why we finished 8th, or no, let me formulate it differently. Injuries are not the reason why we finished 8th with a -1 goal difference in May. It's not the reason why, because I look at different teams that had injuries. I look at Newcastle and I look at Chelsea, and they finished above us. Not that I care about the whole, I finished above you, finished below you. Normally, I'm not really the type of guy to care about that. But since people want to bring up injuries and say that without any sort of injury or significant injury, we miraculously would have been, I don't know, top 3 or top 4. I'll tell you something for free, by the way. Without the injuries, we wouldn't have gotten nowhere near the top 4 because of the football that we played. Forget the injuries, the football that was played this season wouldn't have got us anywhere near the top 4. Forget top 4, top 5. Maybe top 6. Maybe. The football has been absolutely atrocious. With or without injuries. One thing you have to have in this Premier League, if you want to be successful, is continuity and consistency. We haven't had either of them. There's no continuity in what we do, and there's no consistency in what we do. Actually, there is. There's consistency in us conceding goals for fun. That was the only consistent that happened. And I told you, every time that Manchester United played this season, one of those three things happened. We either get embarrassed, we either get away with it, or we scrape it. And more often than not, yeah, these three things happened across the whole season. I'm thinking about all these times where we scraped it. I'm thinking about all these times when I say scraped it, I mean all them last minute goals that people were raving about. I'm thinking about all the times we got away with it. And obviously I'm thinking about the times that we got embarrassed. These three things happened across the season. Those were the three. I talk about continuity and consistency. Continuity and consistency, these three things. Embarrassment, getting away with it, or scraping it. These three things. These three things were the only consistent things that happened when Manchester United played a game of football. There wasn't a game of football where I looked at and gone, that was a solid, like a really good performance from start to finish. And yes, you can have injuries here and there, but this is why managers get paid the big money. You get paid the big money to find solutions just in case there's an injury. I don't go to my day job without my laptop. Or let's say, because I never forget my laptop, but let's just say one day I miraculously forgot my laptop, yeah? And I go to work and I go, oh, boss, I forgot my laptop. What do you think I'm going to do? Sit there and go, yep, not going to do anything. I ain't got my laptop. Nah, you're going to get this work done, mate. You're going to get this work done, my friend. Here goes the Windows 98. Get the job done. That's what happens, man. You get paid the big money to find solutions, and you haven't. Erik ten Hag has consistently failed to find solutions as to how to cover the injuries. People talk to me about injuries, but at one point we had a fully fit Varane and Maguire. Not that I rate Maguire, but I'm just saying we had a fully fit Maguire and Varane on the bench, and you're talking to me about injuries. Eriksen's been on the bench for how long? But you want to talk to me about injuries? Garnacho had his 37th consecutive start. I don't know about consecutive, but his 37th start this season. And I think it's across all competitions, if I'm not wrong. But you want to talk to me about injuries? As much as I don't rate the guy as highly as other people do, I feel sorry for the kid, man, because, bro, the kid's been ran into the ground. I don't particularly think he's got the qualities that people talk about, but I do think he's a decent footballer who can give you great energy at times. You started him 37 times. And you want to talk to me about injuries? All right, cool. So, yeah, man, this season has been disastrous. The handling of difficult characters. I was a bit skeptical about his handling of difficult characters because I looked at what happened at Ajax with Noah Lang. I looked at what happened with Amin Younes. And I was a bit skeptical, but I was like, you know what? No, maybe, those are just young players that, want to cause havoc and want to be difficult for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Maybe if he comes to Manchester United, it will be different. Boy, was I wrong. So, yeah. But there are positives to us finishing 8th. No European football. No European football. And remember I said when I was on 5, shout out to 5, I do not want European football because it will allow us to have one game a week, which will allow us to work on a style of football that's recognizable every single week. It will allow neutral fans to watch United games and go, this is how United play. Whether somebody's injured or not. Because that's another thing. When somebody's injured, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden you throw all of your principles out the door and you just play survival football. That's what we've been doing this season. Because of the injuries now, all of a sudden, Ten Hag's completely abandoned all of his principles, what we know him for. And for the majority of the season, 6 to 7 months, we've been playing survival football. We've just been surviving. We've not been playing any football this season. And that's not through injuries, but that's by design, because even with injuries, you can still tell a player, this is what I want you to do. Execute. You're the coach, man. This is what you get paid the big money for. Again, find solutions. You don't get injuries and go, I have injuries, I can't do anything. What? Nah. So, back to the positives of finishing 8th. No European football. We'll be able to train properly, develop a style of play that's recognizable every single week. With a new head coach, new people at board level. Well, we're seeing the changes already. New players, fresh ideas. Forget everything that we've known so far. Forget it, because clearly it hasn't worked out. It hasn't. No shade, but I've seen someone say for the 4th season in a row, Bruno Fernandes has been a force of nature. Okay, cool, no problem. The numbers back it up, no problem. But how come he couldn't force us to anything close to a trophy? How come? That's the question I'm asking myself. Because if he's such a good footballer, and if the difference between him and the rest is so big, how come we finished 8th? With him being part of the majority of losses and draws and embarrassments and this and that, he's missed 2 games. And people wanted to open their mouths and say, look, he's not there. This is how we're going to look when he leaves the club. No. Talk about the other losses when he was there. Talk about them. Talk about those losses. So, yeah, season done. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, you know, I'm looking forward to the FA Cup final next weekend. And even if we was to win that, I'm gonna be honest again, I wouldn't be shamelessly celebrating and jumping up and down, and because again, nothing that I've seen this season, i.e. the football, gives us any sort of guarantee that we'll be able to even compete with Man City. That's my that's my way of seeing it. Because if it hasn't worked for 9 months, why would it all of a sudden, why would it work for that one game? Why? I've seen another tweet, somebody saying, Højlund is peaking at the right time. He's building confidence. Building confidence? The season's done, mate. Season's finished. What confidence are you talking about? So, yeah, man, listen, season's done. And if we are in this position, then it's because we deserve it. It's because we deserve it. No excuses. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys think, man. Let me know in the comment section below. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video, which is going to be the Man City Arsenal video. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I can't wait for the summer transfer window, outgoings, incomings, new people coming in, people maybe staying, people going, whatever. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to the summer transfer window because a lot is going to happen. Yeah, that was it from me, people. If you've made it till the end of this video, go in the comment section and type in disaster. That's the final word for today, disaster. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's road to 13K. The vlog is dropping very soon. I'm just waiting to get the files on my WeTransfer so I can put it all together, so I can edit it and release it for you guys. And yeah, that's it, people. Like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. It's road to 13K. And I will see you soon. Peace. Manchester United review's done. No more Man United.